Good morning, children. So, student, let's start the another topic from chapter number 6, and that is selection. Student, in the previous video, we have discussed about the sources of recruitment, that was external and the internal sources. And today we will discuss about the selection process of employee inside the organization. It means what are the different process or what are the different steps by which the employees are selected inside the organization. So let's start what is selection first. So student, selection is the process of identifying and choosing the best person out of number of prospective candidate for a job. Toward this purpose, the candidates are required to take a series of employment tests and interviews. So student, it basically say that selection is that process by which we identify the employee, choose the best person from lots of prospective candidate for a particular job. It means first we identify that which employee or which candidate are best suited for our job, and then we select that. So this complete process is known as the process of selection. Now in this selection process there are lots of tests and there are lots of interviews which has to be passed through with the employee side. Now at every stage many are eliminated and a few move on to the next stage until the right type is found. It means when we talk about selection process, there are lots of tests are there conducted from the employee and lots of interviews conducted from the employee and to the job seeker. The job seeker has to go through with each and every test and employment. Once test is passed out, then they move to the second one. The one who is not able to clear out the first test will not move to the second stage. So this process will continue till we cannot get the right person from the screening of the application. Now children, we will read about how or what are the different steps which we are using in the process of selection. So just see the diagram here. This is the diagram for the process of selection. Now the process of selection start with preliminary screening. Then once the people or the candidate who have been selected in the preliminary screening, they go through with the next step, that is selection test. Once the people, those who clear the selection test, they go through with the third one, that is employment interview. After employment interview, a reference check has been done from the employee side. Once that is done, then the selection decision has been taken. Once the selection decision has been taken, that whom they are going to appoint, after that the employee has to face the medical examination. If the employee has cleared into the medical examination, the job has been offered to the person. Once the job is offered to the person, then a contract between the employee and the employer has to be made. This contract we call the contract of employment, where rules, regulation and term and condition regarding the job, work, hours, salaries and everything is written. So these are the proper steps which every individual has to face if they are going to be selected inside the organization for a particular job. So let's start. What is basically preliminary screening? What happened in the preliminary screening? So student, let's see this. Preliminary screening basically say after application have been received, they are properly checked as regarding qualification etc. by screening committee. A list of candidates to be called for employment test made and unsuitable candidates are rejected altogether. So we can understand that in the case of preliminary screening, it's basically helping the manager to eliminate the unqualified or unfit job seekers. And how we are eliminating these unqualified job seekers? On the basis of the information which they have supplied in their application form. So in this way, preliminary interview help us to reject misfit or reason which did not appear in the application form. It means in the preliminary screening first step, what we are doing or what the job person is doing or the employer is doing, they are going through with the application submitted by the job seeker, checking their application and with checking whether the qualification which are required for doing the job is mentioned there in the application or not. If that type of qualification is there, that person clear the preliminary screening. If not there, that person is eliminated from the preliminary screening. right? So once the preliminary screening is done, the people, those who have cleared the preliminary screening, they go through with the second test, and that is selection test. Now basically when we talk about selection test, it can be defined that we used to divide that into two parts, right? That the psychological test and the employment test. Now psychological tests are which are based on the assumption that human behavior at work can be predicated by giving various tests like aptitude, personality test, etc. An employment test for judging the applicant's suitability for a job. It means when we are checking whether the person is suitable for a particular job, that time we are taking employment test. And when we are checking the psychological test, means we are assuming that human behavior can do any work, and this we can do by the help of aptitude, personality test and other form of test. But student, in selection test, the very important thing is that an employment test is a mechanism, either a paper or pencil test or exercise. Means selection tests are basically called a paper and pen test also, or exercise test also, that attempt to measure certain characteristics of individual. Here we are measuring some features of an individual or some features of that employee. These characteristics range from aptitude, we are trying to measure their aptitude, we are trying to measure their manual dexterity, and we are trying to measure their intelligence also. So these all are called selection tests. Now what are the different selection tests which are there? The first is intelligence test. Intelligence tests are a part of selection test. Intelligence test में what the owner do? In the intelligence test, this is one of the important psychological tests used to measure the level of intelligence of an individual. It is an indicator of a person's learning ability or the ability to make decision and judgment. It means psychological test include intelligence test also. और intelligence test में हम क्या measure करते हैं? We basically measure the learning capacity or ability of an individual, and we measure its ability to take decision and its ability to take judgment. So this can be find out by the help of taking a selection test or by the help of taking a intelligence test, which is a part of your selection test also and psychological test also. Now inside the psychological test, the next is aptitude test also. Student, aptitude test is basically, it is used to measure of individual potential for learning new skills. So this is important here that when we talk about intelligence test आपका किसका part होता है? It's a part of psychological test, and psychological test is a part of selection test. You have to remember all those things. Intelligence test में you are measuring the level of intelligence of individual, और उसकी इंटेलिजेंसी मेज़र करने के लिए हम क्या करते हैं? वी चेक हिज एबिलिटी और हर एबिलिटी टू टेक अ पर्टिकुलर डिसीजन और टू टेक अ पर्टिकुलर जजमेंट. That is your intelligence test. Now next is aptitude test. Aptitude test is basically done to measure the individual potential for learning new skills. It means we basically measure that how much potential the individual have, how easily he or she can able to learn new thing. So this learning new skill is an indicator of its aptitude test. Next test is personality test. This is again a part of psychological test. Personality test said that personality tests provide clue to a person's emotions, her reactions, maturity and value system. So these tests basically overall personality of a person. It means personality, by the help of personality test, we basically know about the internal character of a person or the internal character of a employee. It basically tells us how much emotion the persons are having, about its reaction, whether the person is a mature person or not. So these all we are able to find out from personality test. Again student, personality test is also a part of your psychological test. And next is trait test. Trait test is a part of your employment test. Trait test basically said that these tests measure the existing skill of an individual. They measure the level of knowledge and proficiency in the area of profession or technical training. The difference between aptitude test and trait test is that former measure the potential to acquire new skills and the later the actual skill process. It means trait test आपका basically measure करता है that how much old professions skills a employee have? Now children, there is always a confusion between students here in aptitude test or trade test. So let me clear you one thing. When we talk about aptitude test आपका measure करता है how much learning ability you have to learn new things, यानी new things को learn करने की आपकी ability कैसी है, new skill को gain करने की आपकी ability कैसी है, that is done from aptitude test. We measure it from aptitude test. But when we talk about trade test is not related with learning new skills. It is related to measure the existing skill of a individual. It means employee के अंदर पुरानी कितनी skills available हैं किसी एक particular professions में, that we got from trade test. Now next is interest test. Interest test basically said that every individual has some job to other fascination. Interest tests are used to know the pattern of interest or involvement of a person. So interest tests are basically tests which an employer took to know the exact interest of the employee. Next test is so these all are the different part of selection test, which once the preliminary screening has been done, every person or every job seeker has to go. I'm just revising it again. Selection test contain different type of other test also. The first is intelligence test, which say the intelligence level of a job seeker, and this we can measure by the help of taking his decision and judgment ability. Next was aptitude test. It basically measure the individual potential of learning new skills, how easily the person can able to learn the new things. Personality test, basically it's provide us clue about a person emotion or its characteristics. Trade test, it basically measure the existing skill of an individual or the employee. Interest test, by which we are able to know the particular interest or involvement of a person. So these all are the different tests which has to be conducted in the process of selection test. So if an employee has cleared the selection test, then he or she move to the third step of selection process, and that is the employment interview. Now student, what happened basically in the employment interview is that interview is a formal in-depth conversation conducted to evaluate the applicant's suitability for the job. The role of the interviewer is to seek information, and that of the interview is to provide the same. Though in present time the interviewee also seek information from interviewer. So this we can say this is a interview test is basically employment interview is basically where the employer and the employee or the job seeker will sit together. The employer will ask a question from the job seeker, and the job seeker will provide a correct information to the employee. So here in the earlier time the questioning is done from the employer side, and it was the responsibility of the job seeker to provide the information to the employer. But right now even the employee can also, or the job seeker can also ask question from the employer. So this table chair, you can say this is just a table chair test, like so, which is called as an employment interview. You can see it from here also. The main purpose of interview is to find out suitability of the candidate. Why we go through the employment interview? Just to find out that the candidate who is sitting here is suitable for the job or not. To seek more information about the candidate. When the employer asks direct question from the employee or the job seeker, we got more information about the job seeker. To give a candidate an accurate picture of job with detail of term and condition. Now here what more is happening, even from the employer also can provide information to the employee or the job seeker about the detailed picture that what is supposed to be done from his side if he or she is selected. So this is basically an employment interview. Now once the job seeker has cleared the employment interview, he reached to the next step of selection process, and that is reference check. Now reference check, basically students said that many employee request name, address and telephone number of reference for the purpose of verifying information and gaining additional information on an applicant. Previous employers, known persons, teachers and university profession can act as a reference. Now in this, reference and background check is done from the employer side. For this they used to ask them the details of their name, address and telephone numbers, and they used to verify the information which has been given from the job seeker. The employer duty is to verify that whatever information has been given from the job seeker, these all information are the correct information. So that is reference check. Now next, once the reference and background check has been done properly, so the job seeker will reach to the next step of selection process, and that will be selection decision. Now the final decision has to be made from among the candidate who passed the test, interview and reference check. The views of the concerned manager will be generally considered in the final selection because it is she who is responsible for the performance of the new employee. Now you can say this is basically that step where we are deciding whom we are going to select. In this process, a list of candidates who have cleared the employment test and the interview test and the reference check is prepared, and then from these all the merit has been made, and the manager who is going to work as a boss for these employee have been called, and he has been given freedom to select the employee who is best suited for the particular job. Now once that selection decision has been taken out and the employee has been selected, the next step in the selection process is medical and physical examination. Now medical and physical examination said that a qualified medical expert appointed by the organization should certify whether the candidate is physically fit to the requirement of a specific job or not. A proper physical exam will ensure higher standard of health and physical fitness of employee, thereby reducing absentees. Now children, there are so many organizations where many employee get absent day to day inside the business, and the reason they said that they are not medically fit, they are not well. So that is the reason this is the another test which has been added into the selection process so that the absentees record can be reduced. In this, once an employee has been selected in the selection test, their medical and physical checkup is done from an expert which is appointed by the organization side. This expert medical person certify whether the person or the job seeker who has been selected is physically fit to do a particular job or not. If the person is physically fit and get a positive medical certificate from the expert, then the person reaches to the another step of selection process which is called job offer. Now once job offer basically say that after a candidate has cleared all the hurdles in the selection process or all the step in the selection process, he is formally appointed by issuing him an appointment letter. The broad term and condition, pay scale and integral part of appointment letters are written over there. It means job offer basically said that once the selection process has been done, medical checkup has been done and they got the certificate of medical. So a job is next step is to offer the job to the employee. Now once the job is offered to the employee, it made a proper appointment and confirmation of his acceptance also. Such a letter generally contain a date by which the appointee must report on the duty. The appointee must be given reasonable time for the reporting also. So it means this appointment letter or this job offer is basically a letter where all the rules, terms related with the job are specified. Now once that job offer letter has been given to the employee and the employee has accepted the job offer letter, the next step is in the process of selection is contract of employment. Now student, contract of employment basically said that after the job offer has been made and candidate accept the offer, it means job has been offered from the employer side and the job seeker has accepted the offer also, certain documents need to be executed by the employer and the candidate. It means there are certain documents which has to be made and signed by the employer also and by the employee also. Now one such document is the attestation form. They have to sign one attestation form also. This form contains certain details about the candidate which are authenticated and attested by him or her. In this attestation form, there are certain details about the job seeker and the person whom job has been offered are written over there. this document has to be signed by the employee, and once the document has been signed, there is also a need for preparing a contract of employment. Basically, all the informations are written in the contract of employment will vary according to the level of the job. It means there, once the attestation form has been done and signed by the employee side, a contract of appointment will be made from the employer and from the employee. Both of them will be signed over there in this contract. The terms, rules, regulations related to the job and related to the organization will be written over there, so that in future case there will be no any indiscipline type of procedure can be occurred from neither from the organization side nor from the employee side. So student, with this we have finished with the selection process, and in the next video we will be learning about training and development. Thank you.